What is going on, WWE Universe? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight, I reveal the result of tonight's Money in the Bank pay-per-view event, and I will also be giving my review on NXT TakeOver Chicago from last night. And both NXT TakeOver Chicago was presented by both Money in the Bank and NXT TakeOver Chicago were both presented by WWE Champions, the mobile game. Download now. Use the promo code StrongStyle to get a free Nakamura character. And Money in the Bank was also presented by GoldBond Men's Body Powder and Body Spray. And we would also like to send out a special thanks to Fozzy for one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Chicago, called Painless, off the album Judas, available now on iTunes and Spotify. Alright guys, so we're gonna kick this off with the review of NXT TakeOver Chicago. Honestly, last night was mind-blowing. I mean, we literally all three champions retained their titles. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era defeated Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch to retain the NXT Tag Team Championship. Shayna Baszler retains against Shayna Baszler retains against Nikki Cross, and Aleister Black surprisingly retains against Lars Sullivan. But I was a bit disappointed with Johnny Gargano, going into the ring, falling into Tommaso Ciampa's trap, hitting Johnny Gargano with that vicious DDT onto the exposed part of the ring. Honestly, I just hope that Johnny Gargano is okay. That was a vicious match, but again, congrats to the entire NXT brand on a very successful takeover Chicago. So with that, we're going to kick off the Money in the Bank results with the kickoff show as the Bludgeon Brothers defended the SmackDown Tag Team Championship against Gallows and Anderson. Honestly, by far, probably a match that a lot of people didn't even like. But in the end, the Bludgeon Brothers, but in the end, Luke Harper pinned Luke Gallows with a powerbomb to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. And also, and to start the show, Daniel Bryan faced off against Big Cass. Probably one of the most strange rivalries I had ever seen in my life. And but in the end, Big Cass was about to attempt a big move. Daniel Bryan countered into a running knee to Big Cass, allowing Daniel Bryan to make Big Cass tap to the heel hook. From there, Bobby Lashley defeated Sami Zayn in a rivalry that pretty much got extremely personal when Sami Zayn brought up Bobby Lashley's family and his career, in the army. And after 3 vertical suplexes, Bobby Lashley pinned Sami Zayn with a 1-2-3. From there, we move on to the Intercontinental Championship as Seth Rollins, surprisingly enough, defeated Elias with a roll-up pin. Now, this was by far one of the most strange. This was by far one of Seth Rollins' most hard-fought matches in his entire career. He's been a fighting champion over the last couple of months. He held on to the Intercontinental Championship for like 60-70 days, and yet with a roll-up pin, Seth Rollins retains. So now we move on to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and the superstars that were in the match. You had Ember Moon from Raw. You had Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, and Natalya. And from SmackDown, you had Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Lana, and Naomi. And this match was had lived up to its hype, but Alexa Bliss wins Money in the Bank. From there, we move on to a match that nobody cared about. Literally, no one cared. Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. Roman Reigns pins Jinder Mahal with the spear and moves on with his career. From there, we move on to a match that honestly, I told you guys about. I told you guys about the rumors in my prediction video last week, and it came to pass. Carmella defeated Asuka with a super kick and with an interference from James Ellsworth. So I told you guys again. I told you guys about the rumors last week, and it did come to pass. Honestly, I knew it was gonna happen, seeing as the fact that James Ellsworth is in love with Carmella. Literally, like, to anybody out there who is a fan of James Ellsworth, or even if you're not, post in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think James Ellsworth is in love with Carmella, because honestly, I think he is. From there, we move on to the WWE Championship as the phenomenal AJ Styles defended his title against Shinsuke Nakamura for the last time in Last Man Standing. Now, closing moments of the match, AJ Styles hits the Styles Clash from the steps onto the floor. Nakamura gets up. He says, "Bring it." AJ Styles delivers a low blow. Hits a phenomenal forearm from inside the ring onto the announce table. Styles gets up. Nakamura does not. AJ Styles retains. Okay, from there we move on to the Raw Women's Championship, which was said to be the most anticipated and most important women's championship match in the history of Raw, as Nia Jax defended the title against Ronda Rousey. Now, this was Ronda's very first televised singles match, and it was for a championship. Unfortunately, as soon as Ronda Rousey was about to hit the armbar, Alexa Bliss comes in, hits both Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey with the briefcase. She cashes in on Nia Jax and becomes Raw Women's Champion once again, making her a five-time Women's Champion. Honestly, you knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen. Honestly, I knew that Alexa Bliss would win Money in the Bank, and she would force a disqualification. But from there, we now move on to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and the superstars that were in the match. You had Finn Balor. From Raw, you had Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, and Kevin Owens. And from SmackDown, you had The Miz, Rusev, Samoa Joe, and the final participant was named Kofi Kingston. Originally, the fans thought it would be Big E. Then that was Xavier Woods, and then when Xavier Woods ripped the shirt off, it said Kofi on it, and Kofi Kingston got involved in the match, making this match Kofi's 7th Money in the Bank ladder match. He's been in 7 matches. That is impressive. But just to give you guys some of the highlights, Braun Strowman takes Kevin Owens from the top, from atop a 50-foot ladder, and throws him onto a table. Kevin Owens is out of the picture. The rest of the match was back and forth. In the end, Braun Strowman not only takes out Kofi Kingston, but also takes out Finn Balor as well, and he climbs the ladder to become Monster in the Bank. Sorry. So, Brock Lesnar, beware. Braun Strowman is hunting you down. Well, that is going to do it for the Money in the Bank results. Hope you guys enjoyed. Post comments below. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe and bell me for more. And yes, and again, I do want to point out that sometime this summer, sometime in the next few months or so, maybe sooner, I will let you guys know. My channel will be going full time. I'll be having more details within the summer. So stay tuned for that. So keep subscribing. Keep on turning on them post notifications, subscribing bell, all that good stuff. And on that, this is your boy Nash here signing out.